Hello, Bumpy McSquigums here, and you can see there are dredge along the front lines here. This place is no longer safe, and I am continuing with my Let's Play of the Banner Saga. This is episode 10, and I don't know. I don't know how well I'm doing, but I'm eager to get back into it. I'm excited. I'm excited about my trip back home to see my family. Get to see my nephew, my sister, my parents. It's going to be fun. My wife and I will come back weighing about 40 pounds more than we do now because we're going to eat all the delicious, wonderful food that we cannot get here in Canada. So, it's going to be a foodcation for my wife and, well, for me too. I already have plans to go to Skyline Chili, if you guys know what that is all about. Then you can appreciate the yummy goodness that is Skyline Chili. Let's take a look. It has been a couple of days since we last battled. I did stuff, and it looks like we have two people who are injured. Are we able to rest, or must we leave immediately? It does not appear that we can rest, and we cannot afford anything from the market. The Jarl Seal would still be really, really nice, but we do have one of those. Well, unfortunately, I can't afford anything, so I'll hit the wrong button there. Sorry about that, guys. So we will leave! Outside the walls, things are a mess. Dredge are everywhere. Fortunately, they're going around the hill on which Frostveller sits, heading south, and show little interest in following you across... and show little interest in following you as you cross into the wastes. I'm sorry, my dog is being a little bit insane, and she is drawing my attention. I will try to focus. Apparently I am having some ADD issues, but we'll move past it. You're finally free of Frostveller, but find yourself facing new problems. You hope that whoever Ivor knows at Wormtoe is willing to help. So it looks as though we are going to leave Frostveller. Hopefully we don't run into any horrible dredge to murder our souls. This game seems exceptionally loud again. I may have to adjust this at the next stopping point because, well, I shifted everything to my front panel, and I believe it's reset all my preset volume levels that I had before, so I nearly have to scream over it. You know what we're going to do right now. So, I apologize for this. It's very unprofessional. But yes, everything has been changed. So, all my preset things in the past are all gone, so this must be much better for your poor little ear holes, so we will see. An old man sits astride an overgrown portion of the trail. "You lost?" you ask. He adjusts the leather strap on his head and says, "No, are you?" He jumps up and shuffles toward the caravan, his tattered clothes revealing no weapons. "Well, I've seen better," the old man says, peering into the supply wagons, "but I'll join you." He stands next to a fighter, throws his beard over his shoulder, and puffs up his chest. The fighter grins, and the stranger exhales, asking, "What are we waiting for? Lead the way." So, it's either we've already got enough mouths to feed, you're welcome to join if you can keep pace. Who are you, and what are you doing out here? I like to know who we're talking to. "Call me Unar, or anything else you like," the old man says. A man goes where he pleases, doesn't he? His stern look is more comical than intimidating, but you stop looking for answers. "You're welcome to join in if you can keep pace." "Keep pace," the old man puffs through his mustache. "No fleeter than old Unar. And husbands, mind your wives. I'm cursed with a golden tongue, not silver." The caravan enjoys a good laugh as they start moving once again. I like it. I like it. Unar is going to be powerful. The caravan is buzzing with worry. In the distance, someone has spotted a large number of figures following you. "The dredge!" cries one woman, but something about it tells you they don't quite look like dredge. "Gods be damned," chokes on F, standing on one of the carts to get a better view. "Worse than dredge, it's Eckle." Oh look, he's gonna come back and do battle with us. The news spreads through the clansmen like wildfire. "Eckle? Why would he?" starts Oddleif. "Unless he's after you, Anef." "He's insane," interjects Anef, "and unpredictable. That's a good number of fighters with him." Your mind races considering what to do. Well, we can outpace him, we can dig in for a fight, we can lead a charge keeping him away from the caravan, or we can try to work things out peacefully. Well, knowing that Eckel is, well, insane and a homicidal maniac, I don't think the peaceable solution is going to be the one that actually works. I imagine if we try to outpace him, that's going to be terrible. If we dig in for a fight, I have no idea. I'm going to make the wrong choice, I'm going to have somebody die. It's horrible, I'm sad already, and I haven't even done anything yet. Alright, the news spreads through, blah, blah, blah. Alright, Well, I'm going to lead a charge. You gather Anuf, your allies, and fighters, and head out into the wastes, weapons drawn, where the caravan won't be involved. Rook, my good friend, he says as you approach, throwing his axe on the ground. We come to parley, not fight. Interesting. Why would I believe a word you say? Rook, we were good friends. What happened? You tried to kill us. Just go back to Frostveller and leave us alone. Ah, Rook, it's your pretty girl. I'm glad nothing happened to her, with the dredge, I mean. My friends, how could I forget everything you've done for me? Broke into my city, took my warriors, took my food, and then killed some people so you could take more food. And that was a nice touch. Took one of my best men. How are you, Anuf? Do they treat you well? Shut up your bleep, Eckel. If you come out here to kill me, let's get it over with. Nothing like that. You must think you know me, or people like me. What'd Anuf tell you? I'm crazy? I haven't survived because I'm crazy. I did what had to be done to make it in Frostveller. The only mistake I made was you. What kind of man are you, Rook? You look like an average man to me, a man worried about his daughter, maybe. Just making his way. But then look behind you. How many people is that? They follow you, fight for you. Why? What kind of man are you? I'm nobody special. I'm doing my best like everybody else. The kind who does what needs to be done. I protect my kin. I'm the kind that does what needs to be done. Sure. Then we have something in common. But unlike me, they gladly follow you. Who do these people think you are? You saved them. You're a hero. Maybe that's more important than who you really are. What's your point, Eckel? I am your prisoner, Rook. Bind my hands. Frostveller is done. I can't survive there, thanks to you, my good friends. You may not have cut my throat, but you sentenced us to death. I don't believe that's who you are. Is this some kind of apology? You can't trust me, I know that. Take me and my men as prisoners, if that's what it takes. Eckel looks down at the ground, and the words slowly come to him. I'm not above begging. Take Eckel and his men as prisoners. Abandon them to the wastes. Ask Anuf his opinion. Kill Eckel on the spot. Ooh. Let them join you on strict terms. I'm gonna ask Anuf his opinion. I'd be a hypocrite if I told you to leave them. I don't know, Rook. You don't know me. How could you trust my word any more than his? I'm behind whatever decision you make. Well, that wasn't very useful, Anuf. Thank you. So now I have the possibility of bringing a homicidal murderer into the camp, and having him join us on strict terms, and then possibly murdering us and stealing our food. Having him as a prisoner, who could still maybe break free of his prison shackles, as it were, and murder us and steal all our food. Kill my daughter. Who knows what other horrible things he has in store for her. Or we can leave him in the wastes. Well, I'm going to be a nice guy, and I'm going to let him join me. We need fighters. You fight the dredge just like the rest of us. You fight for everyone now, not just yourselves. And if you even look the wrong way at a single man, woman, or child in this caravan, there will be no hesitation about killing you on the spot. You do us a greater honor than I had hoped, Rook. These people are right to follow you. You'll have no trouble from us. I may be reckless, but I pay my debts. The caravan eyes them suspiciously, but they try to fit in, following your orders. You expect to hear complaints about this. Things are definitely becoming complicated. 45 fighters! Yeah! Getting more powerful with our caravan. Alright, I'm just gonna close my eyes and pray that there's nothing bad that happens. I'm peeking through my fingers if you guys can't see. Which obviously can't because there's no face cam. But, there were, that's what you would be seeing right now. Alright, ooh, shiny close range caravan with Ivor leading the way. The only giant man in Varl there is. Ooh, and music. I'll sing along. Blah, blah, blah. No, I won't sing along. You find a surprising number of people camped out at the Godstone. They've been here quite a while, ever since the sun stopped. Apparently they think Radomir, the sun god, has come back, and they're worshipping him despite the bleak environment. They welcome the caravan, mingling and swapping stories with the others while you rest. They have almost nothing of value to trade, but their leader approaches and offers you... Oh, sorry guys. Oh, pain. Pain. Okay. And offers to let you join in their tribute. Accept their offer, ask what the tribute involves, politely decline and move on. Decline and inspect the godstone before leaving. Ask them what it involves. Golden fiery, one says, showing you a golden liquid in a silver bowl. He places some on his chest, which almost sounds like it's sizzling, and explains through clenched teeth it's a gift from the sun god. An oil that burns like the sun and lets them see things clearly. Let's see if anyone in the caravan's interested. Not surprisingly, you find no takers. You wonder how devoted you'd have got to be to go in it. Oh gosh, guys. I'm sorry, I'm very distracted today. How devoted you'd have to be to go in for it yourself. Move on, inspect the godstone before departing. Nobody can really agree on what Radomir looked like. As fond as he was of his own isolation, he never directly contacted humanity. Most think he was a serpent that lived in the sun, and it's not uncommon to hear speak of seeing the tail of a gigantic creature slipping through the thin clouds on a sunny day. Radomir was always one of the luckiest gods, or lucky gods, the kind who people thanked for good weather, healthy livestock, and good harvest. Despite all that, the biggest mystery has always been how his godstone came to be found at the bottom of a dried-out lake. So yeah, the music still seems a little bit excessively loud in my head, so it's a little distracting. My dog is finally settling down. I was checking on her a couple times there. She's been rather rambunctious, and she knows that something's happening and we're about to leave, so just that, plus the messages on Steam. I mean, all sorts of things are going on, guys. After some rest, you continue on. The sun god worshippers are keen to stay, so you pack your things and return to the road. Well, that was certainly weird, and we got the godstone Radomir as our Steam achievement. And we will see what befalls our wonderful little caravan next. Well, I dare say our people have healed up from the combat in Frostveller. It's been several days now, and we haven't seen a dredge or any kind of conflict whatsoever. Oh no. Several people have noticed black vultures circling above the caravan, taking advantage of the light snowfall. They pose no threat, but they have a visible impact on the mood of your clansmen. The next time you look back, Oddleif is firing arrows into the air, which nearly tag the bird once or twice. "Get lost! No dead down here!" she shouts to nobody in particular. "What are you doing?" Let her get out some aggression, ask her to stop wasting arrows, join her in shooting the vultures. First person to knock one out of the sky gets their wish granted, you announce. Several of the caravan give it a try, including Alette, enjoying the sport and turning around morale. It's no big surprise when one of Oddleif's blue-feathered arrows brings down a bird. "You know," says Oddleif, scanning the caravan, "a lot of these women, they could do this." You can tell from the look in their eyes she's excited about the idea. "I think I'm going to start training them how to fight." We can encourage Oddleif to train the women. We can try to keep her expectations in check. Or tell her you think it's a bad idea. We're going to encourage her, because we are all about encouragement and love and brotherly happiness and... I don't know. What are the good guys? We may actually do another one of this down the road a little ways. Probably going to play it myself after I do this Let's Play, because I do enjoy this game quite a bit. And maybe we'll be more of a meanie pants that, like, does wedgies and wet willies and noogies and stuff like that. We'll see. We can always use more fighters, you tell Oddleif. If Alette is any proof, you know how to train someone with a bow. Oddleif gives you a smile. She heads off to some of the women in the caravan, showing them the vulture she shot down. And then came the orcish horde. No. I don't think there's any orcs in this game. I don't think so. Just Varls, humans, and dredge. And a lot of trekking westward as the predominantly human caravan. The caravan consists of more clansmen than you ever expected. Accusations of stolen chickens, missing heirlooms, and concerns over daughters' virtues are the sort of things you hear relentlessly. Even fighters complain of spreading too thin to protect everyone. Carry on and put up with it. Try to address the major issues. Try to keep people useful and too busy for petty squabbles. Form a council to handle these problems. Split the caravan. I think we're going to try to keep them too busy. Firewood collection, scouting, gathering of edibles, weapons training, and wagon repair keep your clansmen busy and usually too tired to complain. The chores slow the caravan, but the resulting peace and productivity feels worth it. Well, just coughed there. Hopefully I was able to mute in time. I don't know. Something's bothering my throat. Of course, I've been rather dry for the last day or so. I ran out of drinks. Just got some more today, though, so I'm feeling pretty good. I got myself some Diet Mountain Dew sitting right here in the can next to me, but my can is empty, so I'm a sad panda. I must go get another one, but the show must go on. While walking, the words of a mother's song reach you. It's soothing, nuanced, and about your current journey. When she finishes, a man begins a tale of his own in verse. The woman quickly responds with another poem, and the entire caravan slows to listen to the entertaining competition. Join the crowd and cheer on the competitors. We need to stay vigilant. Ignore the poetry content and keep an ear out for danger. Join in with a verse of your own. We're going to cheer on the competitors. The man's response is an upbeat poem which questions the mother's cooking. The caravan explodes with laughter, and the contestants continue amiably for another hour or so. You hear snippets of the poem along the trail the rest of the day, the words changing slightly each time. Good old poetry humor. See that I think that right there was the original rap battle, guys.
Wormtoe was never the kind of place someone would build a town. Fittingly, the Varl living here aren't known for welcoming visitors with open arms.
Well, that doesn't sound good for us at all, does it? The Varl find you before you see them. Not surprising, with this many people behind you. With weapons drawn, they demand to know why you're here, but back down when Ivor tells them he's come to see someone named Krumer. Krumer. Well, I'll be damned. Krumer. It's been a long time. Yeah, it has. So what brings Ingvar to Wormtoe with his very own village of humans? Ooh. Bad news. Dredge are coming down from the north. We barely made it this far. That is dire news. Come on, we have food. We'll discuss more in the meat house. To the meat house! I think I know what happened to his eye. He poked it with his hammer. Watch. Let's wait for it. Wait for it. See? He's flailing that thing around pretty willy-nilly. I'm pretty sure he poked his own eye out. Anyway, as you follow the old Varl into their meager town, you catch him quietly saying, if it were anyone else... I've talked with the warriors here, I'll be honest with you. Half want to go north and find out what happened at Blocksbacher. Some think we should go to Grofheim, I think is the enunciation. I don't remember. Instead, Grofheim. None of them are happy you're here. What do you think? If I had it my way, I'd stay here and let the dredge come. But you made this a problem, didn't you? We can't feed this many people for long, even if they don't eat much. This is a Varl town. Most of us take care of ourselves. You've got women, children. We could pitch in, make this place livable. It doesn't work like that. These Varl are here to get away from civilization, not make one. It's Krumer's call. It won't be long before the dredge are here too. No, it won't. If there's one thing we should do, it's tell what's going on. Who's Horander? I have no idea how to pronounce it, guys. That's why I make light of it, because I'm bad at enunciating things. Varl King. Well, as close to one as we have. Ingvard? Yeah, he apparently has a D on his name that nobody knew about. Surprise! Where'd you find these people? Stay here and rest, but once yours are ready to go, we do. What? Sorry, I'm going to see off those who want to head north. But I'll join you to Grofheim. More travel? No, we've already come so far. Stop the pouting, girlie. Even if Jorunder won't listen to a tired old Varl like me, I have a feeling they'll pay attention to your friend Ingvar here. They'll listen to Ivor? Ha! He hasn't told you? Of course he hasn't. Do what you need to, but don't be long. Apparently Ivor, or Ingvard, is something of a special person. And it looks like we got maybe, we'll do 10 minutes or so more, I dare say. In this episode, I didn't want to go there yet. Krumer, can you spare a moment? Mostly no, but I'll try. I never had a moment to thank you for your hospitality. Consider it done then. How did you get all these Varl to follow you? Respect, young one. After the Second Great War, there wasn't much left for me to do, so I started training other Varl to fight. Got tired of that, and made a place in Wormtow. They still come calling, even with no wars to speak of. Seems like that might be changing, though, don't it? I bet you have some incredible stories. Any wisdom on fighting dredge? Let's ask about the wisdom on dredge. Depends on how much you know. They're all armor. Tap them hard enough, though, and it'll shatter. Line up a whole row of slag, and they'll explode on each other all the way down. You get in a big brawl, half your time is spent setting them up for it. And if you see one bang his axe like a tuning fork, try to kill him quick. Sometimes the slag he's calling won't even show up. Okay. Tell us some stories. I might. Or I could be the most boring Varl you'll ever meet. Depends on how much you like killing dredge. Ask me again someday. I might tell you about the time we filled a dead yax with whale teeth. And why. That does sound interesting. And creepy. So who is Ingvar? Ha! I'm not surprised he never told you. I'm just surprised he can't stand being around anyone at all. Your friend was one of us long ago. I mean, the dredge-bashing type. He was called Ingvard. There, I keep adding the D. Ingvar, then. And if you want to know why he changed his name, best to ask him yourself. I'm too old to peddle and gossip. Well, I best leave you to your business. I suppose you should. Take care, friend of Ingvar. Well, I guess we'll go talk to our buddy Ingvar. Or Ivor, as it were. Just take it easy for a while. People are noticing. Oh, they've noticed, have they? We're on the edge of dying daily, and you want me to take it easy? Gods, I should be plowing twice as many fields, you understand? Don't get us thrown out of this caravan, Mogan. It's not just you who suffers. Right, so you get married, have kids, and now I'm supposed to settle down too, yeah? What happened to the two brothers clam up as you approach? That's right, I've got a kid to take care of. Cool your head, Mogan. Hogan departs, leaving Mogan looking awkward. Rook, what brings you around? Just heard yelling, came to check it out. Sorry, it was none of my business. You come running every time you hear yelling? That must be why you look so tired. Look, it's not secret. I like women, Rook. They like me. They like the scar. Forget it. Listen, all this death, every night half the caravan cries itself to sleep. Pathetic. Come on, Rook, be honest. This is good living. Half the world just tilling soil till they keel over. What kind of life is that? We're lucky. You can go on your whole life with no goals, no purpose, nothing to fight against but boredom and hunger. I'm glad for all of this. I'm not sure I agree. I get what you're saying. Look at it like this. We're fighting to the death almost every day, yeah? You can curl up in a little ball of fear. You can go hide in the woods eating nuts and appreciating leaves or some such nonsense. Or you can enjoy the struggle. Know which one I pick. Anyway, just so you know, I'd never go for a let. Promise you that. Or Oddleif. All yours. Appreciated, Mogan. You depart unsure whether your opinion of Mogan has changed for the better or worse. Alright, so at this point, we're going to call a close to this episode. It's going to be a little shorter than normal. And in reality, we haven't done anything. It's kind of upsetting, to be honest. But it was more of a story mission, so you just kind of got to sit back and enjoy the story and see how things unfolded. It's not... I don't know. if you enjoy the game, I suppose it's great, but I'm hoping that the next episode will definitely see more action. I apparently didn't make any horrible choices, or there were no horrible choices to make, and therefore, well, I'm no worse for the wear. The guys that joined me, the crazy guy, it seems all well and good. So, yeah, I'm pretty excited by the fact that I'm still alive and nothing bad has happened. So, in episode 11, which will be the next episode, hopefully there'll be some combat and you guys will get back to the meat of the game, if you will. Until then, guys, I'm Bumpy McSquigums, and I will see you later.